Rocket League has XG now. Neat! But for those of you who aren't soccer nerds, what on earth does that mean? Expected goals, a number between 0 and 1 of how likely a goal is. XG of 0.9 means it has a 90% chance of resulting in a goal. Our model looks through a humongous database with hundreds of thousands of shots and finds any similar to the one taken. However many of these result in a goal is the XG. 85 shots similar to this one resulted in a goal. XG is 0.85. Sadly, even sitters can be missed. What does the model take into account? One factor is distance to goal. The further from goal, the more difficult, and vice versa. Another thing that affects XG is the shooting angle. Shooting straight on results in higher XG, while the more the angle tightens, the more difficult the shot and the lower the XG. Well, more difficult for most people.
Here's Zen, up high, takes it up, Zen, across,
The ball's direction also has an effect. Shoot straight at the goal, the XG is higher. Shoot at an angle, and it's lower. How fast you hit the ball also plays a factor, as a sweeter connection makes it trickier for the defense to react. It's not just the shooter though. Defense plays a huge factor in XG. Our model looks at the defender's speed and positioning, as well as which direction they're moving in. Boost over ball, your XG soars, and if they're nowhere near the goal, your XG jumps up even higher. Defenders blocking the ball lowers it, while an active goalkeeper lowers it even further, as the shot is so much harder, especially when the goalie's this guy. XG doesn't tell you everything by itself, but when used in combination with other stats, it becomes a strong tool. For example, if a player's accumulative XG in a game was high, but they trudge off the field with donuts, they probably need to hit the shooting packs. Let's say two players both accumulate an XG of 5.2, and player A, we'll call him Cole, scores 7 goals, but player B, we'll call him Stumpy, only scores 1 goal and it was rubbish. Then we can say that player A has outperformed their XG and can be considered a good finisher, while player B has underperformed their XG and is a rubbish little goblin. Remember, XG is more accurate over a long period of time. There can be high variance in a single game, but across a tournament, things will stabilize into a more accurate representation of a player's finishing. Like any stat, XG has its limitations. We can only calculate the XG of actual shots, so a complete whiff on the ball will skew the stats because technically a shot was never taken. Feel free to use that excuse with your ranked teammates. XG across a game can also be inflated by many small chances. An accumulative XG of 1.0 could be from a couple of massive chances that were missed, or could be from 10 0.1 XG chances that you'd never expect them to score. It's the same result, 1.0 XG, from very different contexts.